Hello friends, today we are going to be working on this magazine collage page. I brought all of my Posca paint pens and my Pitt India ink pens so that we could do some, I'm going to start with this green, so that we could do some doodling on what is turning out to be my all-time favorite page ever. So I'm going to grab purple Posca paint pen, Pitt India ink pen and green. So I've already made their eyeballs. I used just white Posca paint and purple and green. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and add a little bit of depth of color. Now I'm going to have a black iris in there, but this is going to give that just a little bit more depth to that paint pen. And on this one, maybe I won't go all the way around. I'll go part way around. And just add a little punch of depth to that, to the paint. It just makes it a little bit deeper. I like the way it looks. Okay, so now let's talk about this page, because I think this is the first time many of you may have seen it close up, especially after I got everything stuck down. So what this is eyeballs, black and white head, perfume bottle. I made this armband. I made this armband. So, because I wanted these girls to hold these cranberries in the middle of this page. So that is what's happening here. This is a cocktail. Leg that I painted, feet that I painted, legs that I painted. I think that's all that this is. Okay. So now, one of the big things that I want to do is I want to get my black Posca paint pen. And this is a PC 1MR. This and the white in the same size are the ones that I use the most. So the first thing that we're going to do today is work on their eyeballs. And we're going to give this gal really big. Well, first I'm going to go around their eyes, just to give them definition. And sometimes what you need to do is you just need to get the paint going in your paint pen. So that's no bother. All right, so we're going to go around her eye. And then I want to do a big old cat's eye on her. So I'm going to come around this side and do the same cat's eye. And then define the bottom of her lids. I don't do the little weird corner thing in the eye. This may be well, I guess it's fine. It's a little happy for me. I like my eyes to be a little bit sadder, so we're going to cheat it down a bit. And then we're just going to give her a few eyelashes. She's not going to have a whole lot of eyelashes. Like 3. Okay, I like that. Now, let's go ahead and I outline. You could maybe use green to outline, but I outline their eyes. And then I don't make circles, because whenever I make circles, my people always wind up looking demented. I make like a half oval coming down from the top. And I apologize if this is a little weird. It's a little hard for me to see. I have a glare. It's fine. Fine. All right. So now she has actual eyes. Let's go ahead and do this gal. Let's not make her so cat's eye-y. Did I say cat kitty? I know. And then I think I need to make this eye a teeny bit smaller by just covering part of it with the black. So we'll just do a little kick up on the end there. And then I got to get this turned so that I can do this right-handed. If you don't do that, a lot of times you'll see your stuff looks really weird and you're like, why does this look so weird? and you realize you were trying to color opposite of how you actually write or draw. So I love her eyes, very cute. Okay, let's give her really big dark ones. So you'll just see a hint of that purple. She's kind of dark and mysterious. I kind of jumped in here, just doodling, because I've been waiting for you. I did not want to wait for you. I've been wanting to wait. I've been wanting to doodle for a couple of days now, and I thought, oh, I should wait for the gals to doodle. Then now I'm like, I'm a doodling fool. All right, she's gonna have more eyelashes, but only on the right side. Real eyelashes, you would have the other side, but she's not gonna have the other side. My girls are having not quite realistic eyelashes. And then how are they gonna go? They're gonna go this way, so let's do this. Nice, nice big eyelashes. Okay. Oh, those are cute. Nice. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do, just touching up her eyeballs. Okay, everybody looks good for right now. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to do some kind of sleeve issue over here. So I am going to, so the colors I'm using in this piece that I have available to me are red is the background. The girls are wearing yellow and blue and all kinds of blues. So I can use almost any color of blue I want without making it look really super strange, right? You don't want to, like, this isn't a, for me, this isn't a way to make them look like clowns, make them like really strange looking. This is a way for me to make them look like they have a real outfit on that's sort of ridiculous, but not ridiculous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give her, nope, I gotta prime. Shake your paint pens, people. And a lady reminded me, cover your paint pens and then shake them, but I never do that. So I always have paint all over my body. All right, so we're gonna make her a nice big cuff. This isn't a in-your-face paint pen color. This is a metallic paint pen. And when I cut this, it looks like I might have made this a little bit too wide, this sleeve a little bit too wide. But I'm here to tell you that no one will ever notice that. And this on, these kind of paint pens on crappy magazine collage paper frequently have to be used over and over and over again. You're gonna have to go over it more than once. So now I'm gonna take and put stripes down her, this bottom part of her sleeve. So the little like cap of her sleeve, I'm gonna make 3 stripes coming down. And this isn't like in your face fancy, but I do want to make it a little bit cuter than just black sleeves, right? So we're going to make her 3 little stripes up here. Are they the same size? They are not. Did you notice she has, oh, she might have the same people arm, but they're not very exactly the same people arm. And now, because I have circles over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put circles in this very subdued thing. But I want to start with the biggest problem area I have, which is this intersection of her sleeve. And you may not be able to see it too much, but I can see it a lot. So I really want to distract from the fact that she has 2 parts of her arm. So what I'm doing now is I'm going in and I'm making any whole circles I can make. Should we go and make it her whole dress? We're going to make it her whole dress top has these spots to kind of move them together. Awesome. Yes, that's cute. Okay, so she couldn't have a whole one there, but she could have a whole one here. Oops, I'm getting in this paint up here with my big old fingers. And I'm just trying to find spots where there's enough room to make a whole circle without making them in a line. Me. It's fine. Nobody will notice. So now that's as many big circles as I can make. Now I'm going to go back and make partial circles everywhere I can fit those without writing in the paint I've already made. This is going to help this little part right here fit in better. I can get a half. I know they're in a line, but this is to help that neckline not be so weird. The more you can make your doodles kind of be part of the whole thing, the more people will be able to believe that your doodles are part of the whole thing. Sorry about that. Okay, so I like that. We're going to keep this. I'm going to keep this out. I always keep out the ones that I've used because then when I want to go back and make a second coat, I have them on there. But what I do want to do now is go in and accentuate the little red connecty dots on her dress because we have so much red in the border that it will kind of make a little pop that helps hook her to this project. And I'm doing extra doodling on her, maybe more than I normally would, or on the whole piece, because I really, really, really love it. And no, don't ask. I'm not going to do all my doodling with you. This is what I do in my sloth corner, in my chair where nobody bothers me. And I can watch YouTube, true crime, and doodle to my heart's content. So, I love you, but no, I'm not doodling my whole piece with you. For two reasons. The first one is we tried using real lights and we have a choice. Either you could see or I could see. We can't both see at once. It's not a thing. Oh, see now? I feel like that just made a little bit of something extra. Oh, these girls are looking cute. Does she have a hair on her nose? Okay, now I do want to show you a secret for the gals. Hold on. Am I wet? I'm still wet. I'm going to take a wee break and I will be right back and let that glue dry so I don't keep sticking my finger in it. Okay, now I'm really distracted because my husband is watching hockey and they're playing the national anthem. So, I mean, I know I'm not in the room, but I still feel like I should stand up and salute. All right, so we are going to do the eyeballs now. And this is, so right now they look really weird, right? You may be thinking those girls look like crazy girls. Those do not look like cute eyeballs. So this is what will stop your girls from looking crazy, is putting a little shine in their eyes so they're not so flat. I think that one's fine. I don't have any problem, and I'm probably going to go over them again. But what you want to do is you want to give them just a little shine in their eye, and that keeps them from looking demented. I don't know why, but it does. You could put just a dot. I tend to put a dot like a little comet shape. You could just put it, if you just do a dot, it does the same thing. It keeps them from looking crazed. Okay, now what is the next thing we want to do? I think I would like to tart up her lines. So I'm going to come in here, come on the inside, leaving a gap for her blue lines, and just make these a little bit fancier. These are important lines, right? They're right in the front of her dress. So I want to take a tiny bit of time and make them nice and straight and look cute. There we go. Look at those, fancied up that blue. Now on this one, you wouldn't see the other line because it's over underneath the lip. And this is sort of kind of taking up the whole line, but on these little ones, but that's fine. Cute. Okay, here's a thought that I have about this gal, right? if we start messing around with the inside of this, because one of the things that does come to mind is we have these lines from the cut glass of the upside down highball glass that are very easy to, we could do something with them. But I already have stripes right next to that. So I wouldn't want to do stripes and stripes. So that leads me to believe that I want to move up and do something with this area. Let's see, what could we do? We could extend the yellow dots, you know what I'm saying? We could take and make our own yellow dots and red dots and things like that. And that would look fine. If you were doing like a flapper kind of gal, I would totally do that, right? I would just make it a flapper dress and that would be fine. But I like that we're kind of, like this is the blue and yellow lady, and this is going to be like the yellow and red and copper lady. So I'm going to get some red in here, and I'm going to use the red I already used there. So I'm not going to introduce another color of red, so I can use red or copper. Those are the only two colors that I could use to finish off this. Now, you may think I can't, let's see, we have circles, flowers. I don't do a lot of different shapes. Ooh, I could do Harlequin down there because I already have Harlequin in my piece. Oh, I think I might do Harlequin. Or I can do circles or Harlequin. Okay, given the choice, I will always do Harlequin. Draw. Harlequin's a little funky. Could I wing it with yellow? Or I could wing it with this because you can't see it anyways. Okay, so we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Kind of a big Harlequin. And then the key to Harlequin is to make it very pointy, upright, so that it doesn't turn into squares. So I'm going to have to let that dry. You're not going to get to see that. You'll have to. So we have two outstanding projects that I'm going to work on later. Doing the Harlequin pattern on her dress. And then I just wanted to show you one last thing because I will be doodling for hours and you guys said you like short videos. So we have short videos. I'm terrible at making short videos. So what I'm going to do with every part of this design is go around it with black Sharpie marker. And I wanted to show you which parts I'm going to go around. So of course, we're going to go around the outside, right? That only makes sense. But I thought that her skirt is like the perfect example of how you want to go around it to really sell the magazine Collage. Okay. So I'm going to go all the way around it. But then I had cut a hole in this glass to stick her legs up in. So I'm going to go around this inside part of her skirt too, to accentuate that that's the top of her skirt, like that, right? And then I'll probably do a little shading, probably some blue shading with the India ink, to give that a little bit more dimension. And then, because the top of this, let's do part of it and see what we think. I have to do it this way so I don't put my arm in my paint. Okay, so how far down are we? Did we get down here? Bing. So we're gonna come around here. And then we're gonna step back and see, do we want to do the inside line right here where those little things are? And I kind of don't think so. I'm not going to right now. And then I will outline any part of her, because this leg and this foot are all one piece. That was her leg and her foot. I didn't add extra feet on her. But I will go and accentuate the end of her pants and then outline her foot, right? Because I will probably do maybe a little shading under there or something. But I want to differentiate, and right now it looks terrible. Everything looks terrible. Stop worrying about everything looking terrible. It looks terrible the whole way through. And you might see there's a little nib out there. I go through and I outline a lot in black, or I could get a teal marker and fix it. I don't worry about that. I'm not going to do this anymore because I want to show you, I lied to you. I lied to you. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to make them pigtails. So I need a bigger black pen. I don't want to leave their heads just plain. So you could make her a bun, you could do all kinds of things, but I want to make them, this gal's gonna have 2 sticky up pigtails on either side of her head. And I want to keep the lines far enough apart that it doesn't wind up looking like just a blob. And this gal is going to have 1 sticky up. Now her head is tipped, so this is going to be her, the middle part of her piggy tail. There we go. So now they have cute piggy tails. And then what I'll do is I'll go put something that matches their outfit as a little blob up there to connect their piggy tails to their heads. I'll probably do some highlighting, things like that. So this is as much as I'm going to do with you today. Keep your peepers out when I do the journal flip throughs, and you'll know some of the secrets of this page. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.